its existence, it's an innovative group. But I think in bringing this title in, whether it was CIO or Chief Strategy or what have you, it was an effort to try to really underscore both outwardly in an optical way so that people understood this coming out, but also inwardly to facilitate this. That, the importance of trying to innovate, trying to try things new, willing to fail quickly and move on and learn from that. We see ourselves in a peer group with people like NPR, Slate, ProPublica, New York Times, people at The Guardian, people who have often a lot more resources than us. We're fortunate that we do have the resources we do, but we're not a 700-person organization like NPR. We're a 35-person organization. Yet a lot of stuff that we do, we feel really can stand nose to nose with stuff that NPR does or New York Times does. Part of it is that I think we're filling this unique void. We're identifying a lot of interesting stuff in Texas that resonates well beyond Texas. Rick Perry running for office was a boon to the Tribune. Suddenly there's a big interest in who the hell is this Perry guy and what's he going to say next. But beyond that, Texas, of course, is a big state. And stuff that happens here in education or immigration or environment, people are affected by and they care about outside the state. So it's fascinating to me that we're not a startup in that we're just three guys in a garage breaking our neck like that. But we're not the New York Times where we have hundreds of people and tremendous resources. So there's a big pressure to really stretch every dollar, to work smarter, faster, rather than just kind of ladle on more resources on them. As Evan says, our offices are very modest. He says, because people don't give us money for nice offices, they give us money for good work. I think that kind of summarizes a lot of it. So am I coming in? I came in about 90 days ago, and we've undergone a lot of structural changes in the group. We had some reorganization. I'm not in the technology group per se, but I'm certainly rooted there. And I work closely with these guys and with Travis, who's our tech director, in coordinating technology. Somewhat, I think part of an artifact, and I welcome my colleagues to disagree, but my view is an artifact of the way the Tribune started, which was kind of frantic by the seat of the pants. We're crazy, but it's just my work kind of attitude. There's a lot of kind of duct tape and mailing wire approaches to stuff, where stuff kind of just worked well enough, we can move on, we can deal with it, which was great. When you're trying to start something, get it out there, prove that it works, and try to build on it. I think now it feels like we're getting to a point where we can be a little more reflective, pause a little bit, and look back and say, all right, some of the stuff is really, if you look under the hood, is not the best way to do it, or it's not scalable, or it's too fragile. So what are things that we can do to make that more scalable, make it better moving forward? So I've been working closely particularly the tech department, but all the departments, trying to figure out what are those things that are good enough, but